Yeah. You got this far.
Getting in a good video.
Perfect angle.
Down there before this started. Now I've been here for like half an hour. Hurry up.
Yeah. Right? I saw her waiting to get Rosa. She's at the park. We're getting one to get Rosa. She's at the park with Jason. Thank you. How are you? She's at Jason's job. I can't stop standing over here. Next week. Oh, hi. Are you going to partake? Walking down.
I might. I'll probably go down to the park.
Great. Yeah. Do you have speakers or something? Oh, yeah. Sound setup. Oh, really? You might come back. We should bring Rosa.
They're not great. They are there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quite a turnout.
Maybe we'll see you back here. We're going to get Rosa and come back.
Otherwise, I'll talk to you real soon.
Okay, good to see you.
Good seeing you.
available, and we want people to also fill in around them. Let's make it look as big as this is. Oh my gosh, on the fridge, everywhere. Yeah. We have some very comfy grass seating here. Let's fill in, please. Get close. Hello, Montana. It is so good to see so many. Yeah. So as we're having our last people come in, why don't we welcome them with a chant? This is a clip, a little sneak preview of what's to come. When we have different speakers, I'm going to say things like, when they come for veterans, who do they come for? And what we'd love for you to say is, all of us, no kings, we the people have the power. So let's practice. So again, I'm going to say when they come for youth, who do they come for? And you're going to say, all of us, no kings, we the people have the power. Ready? When they come for veterans, who do they come for? All of us, no kings, we the people have the power. That was good, but that's why we're practicing, right? Let's try that again. When they come for pride, who do they come for? All of us, no kings, we the people have power. When they come for youth, who do they come for? All of us, no kings, we the people have power. When they come for Juneteenth, who do they come for? All of us, no kings, we the people have power. When they come for our flag, who do they come for? All of us, no kings, we the people have the power. Amazing, you guys are pros. We have a group, a community collective that's going to come up and sing the national anthem. Can I please ask that they find their way to the mic? Some of them have probably not quite made it down here yet. We are more than we expected. It's a good problem. Calling all national anthem speakers, come on up to the stage. And while we're waiting for them, let's do that one more time. When they come for our flag, who are they coming for? All of us, no kings, we the people have the power. The practice is really paying off. You guys sound great. We'll do one more. When they come for our veterans, who do they come for? All of us, no kings, we the people have the power. Amazing. Do we have enough of our national anthem singers here? Come on up. But please, if you are able, do rise. We respect our country, we love our country, and we rise when we sing the national anthem. And join us if you'd like to.
On the dawn's early
in Montana. It is a beautiful sight. You might not know it. We have people on the bridges. The pavilion over there seems to be full. There are even people building about 10 deep behind me. Way to show up Missoula, Montana, United States. My name is Rose, and I'm one of the founders of Missoula Resists. We are a core group in the Missoula Coalition planning these larger events like today. Missoula Resists is a community collective that includes about 3,000 people in western Montana who've decided to come together and take action in support of human rights, science, and community. We are a proud partner in planning today's event with the inspirational Stand Up, Fight Back, a college student-led community activist group. Whoever said the youth weren't interested had not met this group. And they are a group committed to community service and activism. We are also partnering with Indivisible Missoula. Indivisible Missoula, let's give them a round of applause. Is our local partner in the National Indivisible Movement, which has been integral in planning these events across the country and here in Missoula to hold our federal government accountable. You can learn more about these groups later at the tables when we're done with these speeches, along with a lot of other amazing groups doing the day-to-day work here in western Montana. We have come together here in Missoula today at just one of 24 rallies throughout the state. Whoever said that we're not a purple state anymore definitely has not met any of us. And there have been almost 2,000 events in the country and even around the world today. It is clear that we, the people, will not be silenced. We, the people, loudly declare that this is our democracy, and we have no space for kings here. On our democracy are not a question of Republican or Democrat, Libertarian or Independent. We are at a moment in which it is a question of right or wrong. We stand here today to say that holding a military birthday party with 45 million of our hard-earned tax dollars is wrong. Pushing forward a big, ugly bill that guts programs that reflect the best of our country and our life and soul saving is wrong. Illegally deploying our honorable service people to reinforce the warrantless, honorless ICE is wrong. There are so many things happening in our government right now that are wrong, but coming together as a community like this could not be more right. diversity that is the backbone of our country. We are from Missoula. Other parts of Montana. Other parts of the United States and around the world. We are veterans. We are pacifists. We are blue collar, white collar, students, retirees, and on these days, a lot of us are unemployed. We have come here to say that what unites us is more important than our differences. We are united by the belief that our country can only be great when our country is good. We are united by the belief that we, the people, have the power. We are united by the belief that our flag must still stand for liberty and justice for all. Today we will hear from speakers who will help us to understand the importance of diversity and service in our country. We will hear brief remarks from a proud veteran, the Missoula Pride organizers, a high school student, and a Missoula Juneteenth organizer. We already practiced this, but let's practice it one more time. After each speaker, I'm going to say when they come for whichever group, who are they coming for? And I'll ask you, oh, you already know. For those who were still coming down the hill, what you'll say in response is, all of us, no kings, we the people have the power. So let's try it. When they come for our flag, who are they coming for?
All of us, no kings, we the people have the power.
When they come for our flag, who are they coming for?
All of us, no kings, we the people have the power.
You guys are pros. Following the speakers, we're going to hear from some fantastic local bands, get to know one another at this rally, and celebrate our diverse and vibrant community, including the amazing organizations doing day-to-day work. Before we begin though, we're impromptu adding, today there was unspeakable violence in the state of Minnesota. So I ask that we all take a moment and think about that, but also think about the fact that violence has no place in our country. So please join me for 10 seconds of silence.
Free Palestine for bipartisan genocide. Nation Free Palestine.
So I think a lot of our friends up on the bridge can't hear what I'm saying. I'm sure that they also are in agreement against the violence around the world, including that we've seen today. Before we begin, it's also critical that we acknowledge the land on which we stand. I am pleased to introduce Meredith of Indivisible, Missoula.
Thank you, Rose, and thank you everybody for coming out. This is amazing. Before I give the land acknowledgement, unfortunately, someone was injured on her bicycle. Gail was injured on her bicycle. She has been taken to St. Pat's Hospital, and Ernie, if you can go find her. Really sorry about that. So, I hope Ernie hears me and goes to... Okay, all right. Okay, this rally is being held on lands that the Salish and Kalispé people have continuously inhabited since time immemorial. Many other diverse tribes frequented the area, united by their deep connection to and reverence for the natural landscape. The rally organizers seek not just to acknowledge the existence of Native peoples, but also to directly prioritize and support the organizational and legislative efforts of Native peoples. We commit to identifying and dismantling the systems of colonization that continue to displace and harm Indigenous communities. In addition to acknowledging the land on which we stand, I want to let participants know that today's event is being recorded by MCAT, our wonderful local resource. Thank you, MCAT. It's part of their community grant program. The person doing the recording is located just can you wave your hand? Anyway, so if you do not want to be recorded, just don't kind of walk in front of the camera there. Also, it is important that we protect one another. Please refrain from posting pictures of strangers' faces on social media without first asking consent. Thank you.
Mm. 250 years ago, on June 14th, 1775, the U.S. Army was founded to struggle against the King of England. It is more fitting to hear today, Flag Day, from a U.S. Army veteran about her service to our country than it is to have a vain parade in support of a would-be king who allegedly had bone spurs. It is my honor to introduce Army Nurse Corps Officer Kathy Wilson.
Thank you for your support. Good afternoon. Thank you all of you for supporting and participating in this rally. The 250th anniversary of the establishment of the U.S. Army and the proclamation of no kings. I am Kathy Wilson, a 41-year Montana resident, a prior Army Nurse Corps officer, a current Missoula community registered nurse, and a very proud member of Missoula Resists and Visibility Brigade. Today, I want to share a few words on military service and support. We continue to be the home of the free because of the brave. In April of 1775, an army was in the formation versus the relying on the militia from the 13 colonies. Today, our military, active duty reservists and veterans, have sworn the oath, pledged their faithfulness, have and continue to follow through, moving out from underneath the rule of a king, to provide and defend what we have today, a democracy, the United States of America. These individuals give their time and talents to us, the people, our flag, and this country. They put their individual freedoms up on a shelf while undergoing extensive, exhausting training and education for the greater good. They leave their homes, set aside careers, personal ambitions, separate from friends, family, and loved ones, often for long, unknown amounts of time. Subjected to harsh conditions, dangerous situations, loneliness, and the knowledge they may have to pay the ultimate sacrifice of the giving of their lives. They continue to forge forward to advance our banner of freedom. These airmen, sailors, soldiers, guardsmen from all of our branches, Air Force, Army, Marines, Navy, National Guard, and Coast Guard, are the very foundation and guardians of our national security. They are represented by all genders, races, cultures, and religions. Following the completion of their duty time or military career, they will return to civilian life. At that time, let us remember the promises that were made to them for medical, dental, mental health, rehabilitation, education through the GI Bill, housing assist for VA loans, disabled transportation, nursing care homes, and military burials. Let us remember, they sustained us, and now it is our turn to support them. Given the opportunity to view a returning aircraft carrier, say in Bremerton, Washington, where I once had the privilege of watching the USS Abraham Lincoln return from an extended tour in South Cape. As that massive aircraft carrier rounds the bend into the harbor to port, hundreds of white-dressed uniformed sailors stood at attention on the deck. And as the anchors were dropped, these public servants have supported our Constitution and given their loyalty to us, saluted all the civilians. The people, as the gangplank was lowered, mothers with infants in arms awaiting the moment to place a newborn son or daughter into a father's arms for the first time, born while on deployment. Watch a toddler jump into the arms of a uniformed airman or soldier, a parent who they have not seen for months or weeks. Then you will see the humanness of our military. As you head out today, or any day, and you should encounter someone in a military uniform, or wearing a vet hat, remember to say these 5 powerful words. Thank you for your service. Their response will be, thank you for your support. So let's make sure we continue that support. Please, write to your senators, representatives, governors, even our president, to voice the need to hold to the Constitution and support our military. We live in one of the very last best places, Montana, USA. Let's keep it solid. So continue to put your hands together, clapping, shouting, giving it up to our flag, our military, our democracy, and not a kingdom.
When they come for our veterans, who do they come for?
All of us, no kings, we the people have power.
When they come for our veterans, who do they come for?
All of us, no kings, we the people have power.
Thank you for those powerful words and for your service, Kathy. Trump has put a Americans that died at war losers. He has compromised the integrity of our soldiers by employing them to support illegal ICE action. All the while, cutting VA staff, firing many of the veterans who make up 30% of our federal workforce, threatening the Medicaid on which nearly 1 million military members depend, and attacking diversity that makes our military strong. While the Army's birthday should be honored, $45 million could be better spent protecting and supporting our veterans. Our military has been integral in protecting freedom of our country. Freedom of self-determination, freedom of religion, freedom to be who we are. It is a pleasure to now introduce two people who are so important in creating a safe space for our community, the co-chairs of Missoula Pride, Devin and Kara.
My name is Devin Carpenter, and I use he, him pronouns.
My name is Kara Rivera, and I use they, them pronouns.
We are here on behalf of Missoula Pride and the Western Montana Community Center. We're so grateful to be standing here in community with you all. We want to thank the Missoula Resistance for inviting us to speak about Pride and for all they are doing to organize, educate, and take action against the hate, bigotry, and violence happening all around us every single day. Let's give them a round of applause. As you know, it is Pride Month, and we continue to face a seemingly ever-growing onslaught of calculated and direct attacks on the legitimacy of the very humanity of our queer community, our trans, gender nonconforming, non-binary, two-spirit, intersex, and gender-expansive friends and family. And these attacks have tangible and often immediate consequences, resulting in true harm, both physical and emotional. We cannot allow this to happen, and we must boldly hold the line, declaring that there shall be no kings in our America. We were asked to talk about the importance and purpose of Pride, and to do so, we must begin with the history of queer resistance and the radical act of celebration and joy. At the center of this year's Missoula Pride design is a pink triangle, a symbol that many, I have learned, may not know the significance of. The upside-down pink triangle was first used during the Holocaust to label queer people as deviants, much like the yellow star was used to mark Jewish people as less than human. Their sole purpose was to dehumanize, isolate, and ultimately to eliminate entire communities of people. In the 1980s, during the height of the AIDS epidemic, at a time when there was little known about the disease and people's friends and family were dying all around them, and at a time when our government was knowingly doing nothing to help, it was grassroots activists like all of you here today who took action and forced the hand of change. The Silence Equals Death Project turned that same triangle right side up and transformed it into a symbol of defiance. It said, "You will not shame us, we will not be silent, and we will fight for our lives." That symbol is at the center of Missoula Pride this year for a reason. Because history doesn't just live in books, it echoes. And right now, those echoes are deafening. Across the country and right here in Montana, queer and trans people are being targeted in the legislature, banned from playing sports, denied health care, stripped from school curriculums, book bans, drag bans, rainbow bans. This isn't just policy, it's calculated cruelty. It's a campaign of fear meant to make us shrink back to the edges and dark corners of our society. They are attempting to erase us once again. But we know what happens when tyrants and kings try to eliminate us, and we know what we must do. We show up, we speak out, and we build joy and safety through art and community so bright that no one can pretend not to see it. Missoula Pride has always been about this kind of resistance, about elevating queer and marginalized voices and putting our little valley on the national map. It's about building something bold in a place that many people see as small and inconsequential. And yes, it's about celebration, because in a world that tells us we are sick or dangerous or immoral or that we should not exist, taking a day to rest, to dance in the street, to be free, that is resistance. That is radical. That is something we have the power to hold on to, no matter what the world may say about us. That is what gives us our power and the strength to get back up, hold our heads high, and do what is necessary to protect our right to be free, to receive the medical care we need, to build the type of family we want, and to live our lives to their fullest without fear or violence. The brick background of our Missoula Pride poster is a nod to the Stonewall riots, led by people like Marsha Payne Johnson and Sylvia Rivera. But they also represent the historic streets of Missoula, made from bricks just like the one thrown on Christopher Street in 1969. Those bricks remind us, we have always been here. We have always fought back. We are still fighting, and queer people will live forever. Our hope is to fight not just in protest, but with joy and with celebration. So next weekend, we invite all of you to join us when Missoula Pride lights up this city with queer joy. Not just to celebrate, but to resist. Not just to dance, but to demand. Not just to be visible, but to be powerful. Because there are no kings here, only community, and that is where our power lives.
When they come for Pride, who are they coming for?
All of us, no kings, we the people have power.
When they come for Pride, who are they coming for?
All of us, no kings, we the people have power.
$45 million would go far to maintain the dedicated LGBTQI2S+ counseling on the suicide hotline 998. This hotline has provided life-saving support to a staggering 1.3 million youth in just 3 years. That big ugly bill cuts it. Speaking of youth, we find ourselves at a time where the average age in the U.S. Senate is 64 years old and our president is 79. As a society, we are not creating space for the youngest voices who will inherit the repercussions of today's decision. Their voices matter. I'm excited to introduce Sentinel High School student Eli to speak to us about the importance of creating space for our children, nieces, nephews, friends, and neighbors' voices.
Thank you. First of all, I want to thank the other students, the college students, the other young people who are here. Thank you for your leadership. But I was asked to speak here to talk about why, how young people feel about the political situation in our country today and how it's affecting young people. How the political now? I'm here because I was asked to speak about how the political situation in our country today impacts young people, and how young people are feeling about politics today. And the thing is, I get this question all the time, and the answer I always give is that young people, high school, college, everybody else, they feel powerless. Because the purpose of constitutional democracy, the system that we live in, is to empower people. It is about giving people more freedom, more independence, more prosperity, more control over their lives. Dictatorship only succeeds when power is taken away from people, when people have less freedom, less independence, less prosperity. So, when the people of this country feel powerless, that is exactly what the president wants. He wants you to believe that your voice doesn't matter, that your vote doesn't count, that your hopes are unrealistic, and that tomorrow will be worse than yesterday. He wants you to believe you can't stop what he's doing to America. He wants you to believe that there's no alternative to cutting Medicaid, to gutting the Department of Education, to selling off public lands. We are here to say that there is an alternative. Look, we love our country, and we know America deserves better. Americans deserve better from our government. We deserve a government that is going to represent us and not oligarchs and not the Washington establishment. We deserve a government that invests in and provides for prosperity and upward mobility for every single American. A government that believes that public schools and early childhood literacy and child care are the bedrock of a free, prosperous society. A government that, just like Kathy was saying, rebuilds American military strength and American moral strength. So I'll be doing my part and you do yours. All right, let's take this country back and see this country win again. Thank you very much.
What were you doing when you were 16? That was not what I was doing. When they come for youth, who are they coming for? All of us, no kings, we the people have the power.
Anti-diversity is murdering us. This is not part of the program. Equality and diversity.
together. If you were wondering today what it is we are fighting, here's a great example. We are peaceful. We, the people, have come together to talk about what is right and what is good. We, the people, say, this is our country, this is our flag. When they come for our flag, who do they come for?
All of us, no kings, we the people have the power.
When they come for our flag, who do they come for?
All of us, no kings, we the people have the power.
Montana just lost $2.8 million in funding to feed kids at school. The Medicaid that serves 100,000 Montana children is threatened by the big, ugly bill. If I had $45 million today, it'd be nice. And that's the same amount of money it would require to fund a year's worth of access to SNAP for 20,000 children. They tell us that we need to cut costs. They tell us they're looking for efficiency. That doesn't sound very efficient to me. A key point of education for all of us, including our children, is about the shortcomings and complexity of our country, including the fact that the police just don't come quite as quickly as you wish they would. Just because we are not proud of something does not mean that it didn't happen. Literally whitewashing our history is not the answer. An important opportunity for us to come together as a community and learn and honor is in celebration of Juneteenth. It is a privilege to introduce the founding member of the Montana Black Collective that helped form the celebration of Juneteenth in Missoula, Regine.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It is a good afternoon. Good afternoon, Missoula. Good afternoon, Montana. Good afternoon, Northwest. Good afternoon, America. Before I read my speech, I want to get us grounded for a second. Despite the disruption, focus it back over here, because that's what you do have control over. Meanwhile, back in Missoula. Before I speak, I'm just going to ask everyone, let's just take a moment to get grounded and breathe. All right? We don't do that enough. We don't inhale or exhale enough. So from your diaphragm, inhale. Blow out from your lungs. Let that air pass through those beautiful lips. One more time, in from your diaphragm. Breathe back out. One more time. This 3's the magic number for the De La Soul fans. One more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. It's a beautiful thing to breathe. Keep breathing. Keep putting life into functions in days like today. Good afternoon, Missoula. It's an honor and a privilege to stand before you today as a founding member of the Montana Black Collective, a father, a coach, and a director at Empower Montana, and a long-standing active community member here in beautiful Western Montana. I'm here to speak about a day of profound significance, Juneteenth. Juneteenth, celebrated on June 19th, commemorates the day in 1865 when enslaved people in Galveston, Texas, finally received news of their freedom, 2.5 years after the Emancipation Proclamation was issued. It is a day that marks the effective end of slavery in the United States, a testament to resilience, and a stark reminder of delayed justice. As a speaker, I want to be clear. My narrative around this holiday, while deeply personal and deeply felt, does not and cannot serve as an tip for all Black people. Our experiences, our perspectives, our interpretations of Juneteenth are as diverse and varied as the individuals themselves. My aim and my goal today is to share a perspective that I hope resonates, provokes thoughts, and fosters a deeper understanding amongst us all. Juneteenth is not merely a historical footnote. Its echoes resonate powerfully in today's political climate. The struggle for freedom in 1865, a freedom withheld long after it was legally declared, parallels so much of what we witness today. The ongoing fight for voting rights, the persistence of systemic inequities, the battle against disinformation that seeks to deny truth, and the constant pushback against progress. Just as the news of emancipation was delayed, so too can justice and equity be delayed for marginalized communities in our present day. Juneteenth reminds us that the fight for true liberation, for full participation and dignity for all, is an ongoing journey. Here in Missoula and across Montana, we value community. Juneteenth offers us a powerful opportunity for genuine community building, rooted in authentic history telling. It's not enough to simply acknowledge the date. We must delve into the full, unvarnished truth of our nation's past. The triumphs, yes, but also the pain, the betrayals, and the enduring legacies of slavery and racial injustice. By truly honoring this authentic history, we build a foundation for a more just and inclusive future. We recognize that our collective strength comes from understanding and respecting the diverse voices, feelings, and experiences that weave the rich tapestry of our world. This is why allyship is needed now more than ever, people. To truly build a world where everyone feels an increased sense of belonging. Those of us with privilege must actively stand with and advocate for those who are still fighting for their basic human rights and dignity. Folks, allyship isn't passive. It's an active commitment to challenge injustice, amplify marginalized voices, and working tirelessly towards shared liberation. We have indeed made progress. The recognition of Juneteenth as a federal holiday is a significant step, reflecting a growing national awareness of its importance. Here in Montana, discussions around diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging are gaining traction, and many are working to create more welcoming spaces. But let us be clear. Progress made does not mean the work is done. I repeat, let us be clear. Progress made does not mean the work is done. Far, far from it. We must actively continue to dismantle systemic barriers, confront unconscious biases, and ensure that the principles of freedom and justice extend equally to every single person, regardless of their race, background, or identity. We must ensure that Missoula, and by proxy, all of Montana, is truly a place where every individual, Mother Nature, can experience the profound sense of belonging. In closing, Juneteenth is not just a holiday, it's a call to action. It's an invitation to learn, to listen, to empathize, and to commit ourselves to the unfinished work of building a more just, equitable, and truly diverse world. Let us honor the past not by forgetting its lessons, but by using it to forge a future where delayed justice is a relic of history and belonging becomes a universal truth. Thank you.
Juneteenth. Who are they coming for?
All of us, no kings, we the people have the power.
When they come for Juneteenth, who are they coming for?
All of us, no kings, we the people have the power.
Thank you to these incredible speakers who have underscored the importance of standing up for veterans and youth, of attending Pride and Juneteenth. Thanks all. Yeah. Thanks also to our amazing ASL translator, Brandy Reinhardt, for making who out of the kindness of her heart is making sure this event is accessible to as many as possible. I also want to thank the planning team who worked tirelessly to make today's event inspiring, safe, and fun. You know, I wrote these remarks, obviously, before this moment, and I had written, thanks also to our Missoula police. Maybe that was my fault, because I had to thank them for something. Thank you to our police and to our elected officials for making Missoula the safe, inclusive place that we all want it to be. Most importantly, thanks to all of you. In support of our diverse democracy and to clearly state no kings. If you're starting to eye the ice over there or getting hungry, just know you've got about 2 more minutes. Bear with me. We strongly encourage you to reach out to your national legislators and make your voice heard. Bill that's not in support of our veterans, it's not in support of our youth, it is not in support of our rights. We need to make sure that they know we are watching, we will vote in accordance with our values, and we will hold them accountable. One of the most impactful ways that we can stand up for our democracy is supporting our local community. Woo! A lot of you are from Missoula. But a lot of you are from other parts of our beautiful state. Please look for a table to sign up, and we would love to connect you with your local community, because there are 24 different places in this state that are standing up today. We want you here, but we want you there. We support our local community by contributing time, skills, and financial resources to local organizations. You're going to find them at the end of this speech. We support our community by being allies and attending Juneteenth on June 19th and Pride the weekend of June 20th, even if we've never gone before. As we come to the end of this rally, take a moment and look around you. Make eye contact with someone you've never met. Find someone whose flag you've never seen, whose shirt you think is awesome, or maybe their sign. I'm looking at you, it's so bad even the introverts are here. and you matter. We as a community are stronger together. We are now concluding the rally portion of today's event. In the next hour, I encourage you to talk to that person with the cool sign. Go and meet representatives under the pavilion from local organizations to find out how you might get involved. Eat some of the food from our local food trucks and enjoy the music. When they come for our flag, who are they coming for?
All of us, no kings, we the people have power.
When they come for our flags, who are they coming for?
All of us, no kings, we the people have power.
I could not be more thrilled to introduce Maria Zepeda.
I just want to say thank you, Missoula. I am so grateful that I was born here. I am so grateful that this is our community, you guys. This is your community. There's no line, there's no division. Look around and look at all of the faces, all of the people here today. Thank you. And I would agree, yes, free Palestine, absolutely. Free every place that the United States has decided to put their hands in and extract. All right, I'm going to take this moment. You want to keep that going? I'm going to... Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Yes! I would agree. I want to start though with a prayer that you don't have to believe in any one thing or any place, but it's more of an intention. And it's a prayer that you can take into any day going forward.
Was the most benevolent path to our destination, and when we arrive, I'll give my grace, my thanks, my praise, and hope for reciprocation. Oh, the road is long, we are weary. We wind like the river, however endearing, we know that there's trouble around the bend into deep over our heads. Yeah, we know that this time coming soon, coming fast. Yeah, we know it won't last if we are here, if we are everything we want to be. We have to fall into a love that is true, just to fall into truth, or to fall into you. Oh, so give it your all, give it some more, give it your home, speak it your truth, give it your time, your space, a place to breathe. The most benevolent path to our destination, and when we arrive, I'll
I'll give my grace, my thanks, my praise, my hope, my joy, my love, my everything. I own my sun, my moon, my stars, everything. Take it all the way to Mars. I'll give you my trust, I'll give you my time, I'll give you my all.